Hello world, it's Random Vandom. If you like watching Random Vandom videos, please like and subscribe.
Alright, this may be a little unconventional, but we are doing an interview video right now. We are doing an interview with a DoorDasher. So this is interview with a DoorDasher. We're driving. So I kind of figure my personal opinion about road trips is what a better way to connect with somebody than on a road trip, because you're kind of secluded in the little vehicle. And so there, if you really want to get to know somebody, I think you got to take a road trip with them. And I take lots of road trips with Dragon's Dystopia here because he's my son. And Dragon's Dystopia has been door dashing for how long?
Since August? Last August, I mean?
Since last August. So you're coming up on a year pretty soon here. It's April. Actually, so it's practically May. So May, June, July, August. So you're 3 months shy of a year of door dashing. What do you think of it so far?
It's a good substitute when you don't have a job.
So you don't really consider DoorDash as a job?
Some people do. I like to try and think it's a job, but it just doesn't do enough.
Some people might find this as a personal question, but and I'm going to ask it. You could decide not to answer, but how much do you make door dashing?
Okay, so I should say daily because it's easier to answer that as a daily question. So when I do DoorDash, I usually get between $70 and $150 per day.
So $70 and $150 per day. How much do you think of that you spend on gas a day?
Well, I get gas once a week or less, and that's $40 for a 10-gallon tank.
Do you DoorDash every day?
Almost, as much as I can.
Okay. So you're convenient because you have a car that gets pretty good fuel economy.
Yeah.
So you don't spend much of it on fuel on gas, and also you don't spend much on. You think you spend a lot maintaining your car because of DoorDash? How many miles do you drive a day when you're door dashing?
Between 70 to 150.
You drive 70 to 150 miles a day.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well,
There's
that's
a couple.
A lot.
There's been 2 separate days where I drove to Lebanon and back because I had an order that had to be dropped off there, and then DoorDash is like, "You live in Albany, you can't DoorDash in Lebanon. You can't stay here in Lebanon. Go back to Albany."
They made you drive all the way to Lebanon, then you made you drive all the way back.
Uh-huh.
You tried to DoorDash in Lebanon, but it wouldn't let you.
Yeah.
It's like if you live in Albany, but you wanted to drive it to Portland for the day because you think that'd be an economical place to DoorDash, you couldn't do that, you're saying.
I think I don't know, I've never done it, but if you drive to Portland and then start dashing, it might let you do it. But if you start your dash away from Portland, it'll only let you dash in the closest zone that you started your dash in, which the zone has to do with what city you're next to.
What is the weirdest thing you've ever had happening while DoorDash?
A deer walked out in front of me.
Oh, well, tell me about a weird order.
Someone ordered barbecue sauce from 7-Eleven, and that was it.
So you had to drive. How far?
That wasn't. It was. I don't know how far it was. It was probably less than 3 miles from 7-Eleven.
So you're not just getting fast food when you're door dashing.
No, and very rarely do I go to a place other than food related because I've gone to Petco 3 times.
Oh, somebody's actually had you DoorDash for their pets?
Yeah, it was here, deliver this cat food that I'm not home to pick up.
So what advice would you have for somebody who's thinking about DoorDashing?
Make sure you have a reliable car. Make sure you got good gas mileage. Make sure you're smart with your money, because I definitely am not. I don't know if I'm much good at giving advice other than that.
If I was thinking about if I had the choice between door dashing and doing fast food, which would you do?
Well, for me, it'd be DoorDash because I don't like the pressure that a fast food manager might put on me. Because some people have expectations, and I feel and there's some of the customers you get in fast food, I feel like you might get more Karens more often in a fast food industry than anywhere else.
So, why did you choose DoorDash as a job for the moment?
pretty easy to sign up. You can kind of work when you want to if you work often enough, which I try to work as often as possible. I start dashing at 4:30 and end at 10:30. Sometimes earlier than 10:30, but mostly 10:30.
So you can kind of pick your own hours. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
That was a big bump we hit back.
that was a big bump.
By the way, we're using an Insta360 for this, and so we're interviewing in my car while we're driving. And you can comment on what you think the mic quality is while we're doing this interview. I'd be interested to see what you think. So I'm thinking that is there anything you want to say before we end this this interview?
I'd like to say that I have had at least 5 deliveries where the customer could have walked across the street to pick up their food and saved their money.
Wow.
7-Eleven, no, yes? There was one at LBCC 7-Eleven. There's a bar and grill behind that 7-Eleven that someone ordered from. Someone ordered Denny's. Someone ordered Del Taco and Rigoberto's as well. You could have walked down the street and saved money.
Well, maybe the person was handicapped. Who knows?
Yes, and that is a possibility. But, like, I don't know.
All right.
I just don't know what to say.
It's pretty fascinating.
You have to go to the door either way.
Yeah.
So either way you're moving. Even if you're in a wheelchair, you're going to be moving towards the door. I guess if you're in a wheelchair, you're not going 5 miles an hour or less down the street.
All right. Well, I guess that's all we got. Thanks for watching this interview, and maybe we'll do one later.